What did he send me now? Yeah, Screenbook. Yeah, okay. Hello there. I'm Scotty. You're not. Uh, Now we go on to the third and thank God final Popeye horror movie, Popeye the Slayer Man. Let me tell you, it's still crap, but it's better crap than the last two. I'll admit that. The acting in the last one, I forgot to mention the acting in the last one, because what acting? They were terrible. It's like, they're screaming, Here, like the best acting was from the sex scene. The best acting. Here, it's that was from that one. Here, it's bad, but it's passable, you know. And it three different movies, and they all have similar premises of a group of people go to a certain place where there's someone who is like Popeye and starts killing them. Literally, Popeye's revenge. What is it? They go to this house. Popeye is killing them. They're in the Shiver Me Timbers. They go to the woods. Popeye starts killing him, and now they go to this factory because presumably they couldn't find anywhere else to film, and Popeye is there. It's an old canning factory where the Sailor Man lives. They don't call him Popeye. They call him the Sailor Man. There's a little more nods to the Popeye lore in this than the other two, somewhat. But yeah, we got. So we start off the movie actually. We actually get a kill before the 40-minute mark in this one. Yeah, we get 3 kills. So we got, for some reason, 2 criminals chasing this woman into the factory. And the Cinema Snob, I watched the Cinema Snob's review for this. He makes a Batman 89 joke, and I think it works because the guy's like, hey, this is the place, man. This is where the Sailor Man is. And the guy's like, ah. And I'm like, yeah, just think about it. Take some of the dialogue from Batman 89 and put it here. Hey, man, we can't go in there. What are you talking about? That's where the Sailor Man is. That's where the sailor is. The sailor, there ain't no sailor. You heard what happened to Johnny Gobbs. Johnny Gobbs, man, come on. There ain't no sailor. Now shut up. Shut up. And then when the Sailor Man starts to kill him, it grabs one of them, and the guy goes, what are you? I am what I am. Put some fun in it. That I wouldn't mind if they copied from Batman. Maybe not use Johnny Gobbs, though. But I'm just saying. That would be funny. But yeah, they chase her into this factory. They're running around. They somehow find her, even though they went in the opposite direction. It always confounds me. She's going straight in one direction, and they come in this way. And then she comes around and walks right into them. How did they get over there? I don't know. But the Sailor Man shows up. He kills one of the guys off screen, but you see the after effect with the intestines and everything. He kills the other guy, and then she is no safe. She also dies. And we then find out, we have exposition where this guy Alistair is going to tear down this factory, and he's got this lawyer lady, and they're going to tear it down to the ground. We waste at least 10 minutes on this subplot where they're talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. We get it. You're going to tear it down. And Popeye is watching, but doesn't kill them for some reason. But he overhears this. Well, no, not later he overhears it. But he's there. He's going to come out at night. And that's another problem I have with these movies. All 3 of these movies, especially the last one, take place at night. Always at night. All the kills, everything, at night. Why is it always at night? We get nothing. Then we're introduced to our characters, of which I only know a few. We have Dexter, who has a crush on Olivia. I'm like, Olivia? That's kind of like Olive now, isn't it? And there's this blonde chick who's not important because she dies later. And then they go to this bar. They're college kids, I'm guessing, if she works in this bar. They go to the bar where we meet Katie and her douchebag boyfriend, Joey. Yes. And it's very, very obvious that Joey is an abusive boyfriend, but it's one of those situations where he's abusive, but she just can't bring herself to leave. I hate those kind of things, but unfortunately, that is very realistic. And it sucks. It really does. But, you know Joey's going to be dead by the end of the movie. And at one point, I'm like, well, she died and Joey's still going around. I'm like, so what was the point of that subplot? But then they pull a rug off under you at the end. We'll get to it. So they're planning on staying the night inside this factory. And I'm like, really? A factory? I'm like, all three of these movies have it. We're going to stay the night at blank. Plot. Right? By the way, at the bar, we see someone who is trying to write an IOU for a hamburger. I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Yes, it's Wimpy, but they don't say the name. But he looks like Santa Claus is Wimpy. I don't know. But then they have some other guy who gives exposition. Why can't that be Wimpy? Or it could be the Chutzpah guy. But it doesn't look like either of them. The Wimpy didn't look like Wimpy, but I don't know. Chutzpah, or whatever the what? I need to look at Popeye characters. Not Chutzpah. The guy with the hat. He's a Jewish stereotype. I forget his name. Hold on. Here, I'll go to the movie, the Robert Altman movie, because the characters in the movie. Is it Giesel? No, that's not it. Olives, oil, sweet pea, rough house. I can't think of. That's Wimpy. W. Giesel. Wellington Wimpy. Trying to think of ham gravy. No, it's not him. I think ham gravy is the one. Yeah, he's the guy that's always getting knocked down. Scoop, Slug, Spike. I don't remember. Hoopla! That guy! Hoopla! Not Chutzpah, Hoopla! I don't remember the... hold on. Go to here. Popeye. Character. Hoopla. Bula. No, that's not him. Bula, two-headed. says other hoopla, hoopla. That says hoopla. What do you mean there's no... It says hoopla. That says, I gladly pay 2 of hamburger today. No. Popeye, Jewish character? Jewish character. That's not what? No, Popeye's not. I'm not asking if he is Jewish. Okay. Movie character. Okay. There's a not George W. Giesel. Taxman. I don't have the picture from the movie though. George W. Giesel. Character from the movie. Yeah, that's the guy. Okay. George W. Giesel. I swear he's a hoopla. Hoopla. I swear that's the guy. But have it be that guy. Have it be George W. Giesel or something. Got a long way for that. Anyway. I don't know if it was like... So they go to the fucking place. And as you know what happens. They get killed off one by one. But then Joey, who is told they're going to go there, he's like, you know what? I don't like that my girlfriend is going there with them, so being as I'm a jealous asshole, or just an asshole in general, we're gonna go there. One friend and black friend, we're gonna go. Or dumb friend and black friend, we're gonna go there. And of course they get killed. But yeah. But there's some lines of dialogue that she's talking to Dexter. What's her name? Olivia is like, you know, I bounced around from foster home to foster home, and but I decided to come back here, and I'm like, is she his kid? Is she Popeye's kid? Is she? And then there's a scene later where they find a picture of Popeye and his wife with a child, and she's all sentimental about it. I'm like, yeah, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. And then they go the extra mile with like explaining why he's like this. It's contaminated spinach. Contaminated spinach that's turning him into this because he keeps eating the contaminated spinach. I'm no expert, but if you keep eating stuff that's contaminated, you will die, not turn into this thing. He lives in this factory now. I guess. And, well, Popeye, it gets on to the sailor man grabs Dexter by the arm and breaks it, but then she tells him to stop, and he listens. Now, she knows it's his dad, but somehow he knows that's his daughter. By the way, spoiler, that's exactly what it is. She's his daughter. He's like, Dexter's like, he listened to you. Why? He goes, I can't tell you. I'm like, it's painfully obvious. He's like, but that picture. You looked at that picture. Yes, say it. He doesn't say it until later. She's like, no, Daddy. He's like, Daddy? I'm like, and then Joey shows up with the gun. And it's like, Joey gets his ass kicked and he gets thrown back. He keeps trying. He's like, I'm going to kill his mother. I'm going to kill his... He grabs all... because he hears that that she's the daughter. So he grabs her and he's like, I'm gonna kill her, and I'm gonna kill you. I'm like, dude, every time you try to kill him, he kicks your ass. And if you kill her, he's just gonna get pissed. So eventually Joey, of course, dies. And then those two are able to leave, because they're allowed to leave because it's his daughter. At least she didn't hand him a can of Smithers and say, "Do your thing, Pop." And the Texas Chainsaw thing. But anyway, but also it's kind of like that. Although those other people that he killed weren't really her friends, she only really cares for Dexter. She didn't really like them. The blonde chick shows that she was like, I mean, like they say the other people come and she's like she just doesn't want them to be there. She doesn't care about them. She wants to find her father. That's why she's going there. So they get out and they discover that Katie, Joey's girlfriend, is still alive. Oh, that's okay. Joey was a lousy shot anyway. Like he shot her before? Or is that a dick joke? I don't know. The cops show up and they're, we did a sweep. We didn't find nothing. Really? And, again, it's daylight now, so he just doesn't kill in the daylight now or something. Which doesn't, I don't know. He decided not to kill them when they went in because they're not a threat, I guess. Oh, I forgot to mention that the lawyer lady comes back because she left her papers there, and that's when the sailor man overhears her say that she's gonna tear the place down, so he kills her. And then at the end, the very end scene is the Alistair guy coming back and saying, "Oh, we're gonna tear this place down, and I'm gonna get rid of it." And then the sailor man comes in and just. There's some decent gore, but there's a scalping scene where it's clear that they're just pouring stuff down, and then they take the thing off. You see more of the aftermath than you do the kills themselves, but it's one of those things that if you don't have the budget, you got to work around, and don't try to copy it with CGI like the last one. If you got to do some off screen and then show the effects, that's fine, right? If you can't show the effect of killing them, but show the after effects, I think that works better than, So, surprisingly, I didn't mind this one. I'll give it a low middle of the road. It's no masterpiece, but I think it's fine. The acting's not there, but, out of all three of these, I think it works the best. I think it's the best of the three. But, yeah. So what are your thoughts on Popeye the Slayer Man? Let me know in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I've been Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.